This summer is sweeter with Discover. Earn 5% cash back at restaurants and PayPal. Dine out, take out, check out with Discover Card and earn your 5% now through September on up to $1,500 in purchases when you activate.
don't think they can hear us.
I had my microphone muted. That was the problem was. You guys were able to hear.
Remember I did that the first like two days that we did this?
Yeah,
it's hard to remember sometimes.
It is, All right, well, once again, welcome to this week's installment of Fangs of New York. I'm Dylan, your storyteller, also known as Crippled Ninja. We have Good Grief George playing Dorian Clemente. We have Acidic Meltdown playing Vance. We have Robin the Goddess playing Ambrose Windsor. And we have Mad Mischief playing Morgana Celeste. As you can see, we're down one player, but I'm going to be RPing a little bit for her, we discussed already. Does anybody have any announcements before you want to start? Anything you want to bring to the table? All right. Then let's jump into this week's episode with a recap. When last we were together, the party was back at the Enclave, and Lord Astaroth had just left for the evening, and the party was left. Vance and Dorian were in Dorian's room, to which they opened up a package that was delivered for Dorian, and inside was a cell phone that had a text message that just said the word report with the letter V as the signature. Dorian tried to push Vance out the door right away to take care of this new development that just happened. Vance pretty much just went along with it. Okay, I'm being pushed out, therefore I shall leave. As soon as Dorian was alone, he then ran right to the windows, pushed away the blackout curtains, and made his way up the side of the building by digging his claws in. While this is happening, Ambrose came rushing in, trying to find Dorian to talk about the package that was delivered. Leaning outside the window, he saw Dorian going up. There was a back and forth, which was really not hurting Dorian. And while Dorian continued to climb, Ambrose and Vance took this opportunity to raid Dorian's closet. Morgana came in and noticed that Dorian was up the side of the building. Couldn't really understand what they were saying, and did the same as Ambrose and Vance, and stole a nice-sized combat knife and stuck it right down the shirt.
We all tested that theory, and yes, you can in fact hide that blade down the shirt. Indeed, you can.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
It was tested and proven.
Did you guys know people with boobs have like a little pocket void right there?
I don't know how.
I don't have them myself.
Void. So. You may call it like a bag of holding.
It's like a. It is a
bag of holding. If you were Tandy Haversack.
Oh, I knew we would have bag of holding in Vampire the Masquerade.
Portable hole, you know how it is.
Yeah, exactly. Dimensional door, all those things.
Oh yeah.
We then had a discussion with Moira, who gave the tragic backstory of her family's lineage, being in servitude of the three elders to the Ventrue clan, and how every new birth is given to the orphanage, while the mother is quickly drained by one of the elders. And then that child is adopted by the sires at age 15, their right eye taken out and replaced with the original great-great-grandmother, Siobhan's eye. It was then decided that it was time to go to the heart of the city and to speak with Lord Astaroth, as he said that he had something for the group to take care of. The party arrived at the heart of the city and quickly made their way right over to Lord Astaroth's room. He welcomed them in, just as he was about to start talking about why they were there and the necessity that he had for them. Ambrose decided to call Lord Astaroth darling. Lord Astaroth then gave him a chance to correct himself by saying, "What did you call me?" and Ambrose called him darling again. To which Lord Astaroth commanded the small bugs and stuff that lived inside of the cracks of his face to come charging at Ambrose and picking at his mouth. Ambrose then snapped and started calling Lord Astaroth a monster and was shouting at him. Lord Astaroth did not take too kindly to this, lifted Ambrose up by the neck by 2 fingers, and just sent his entire horde of creatures and insects not just into Ambrose's mouth, but down his throat as well. We then had Morgana dragging Ambrose out of the chamber, and the party was now sitting inside the sanctum, whereas Lord Astaroth had told them to wait there until he found it appropriate to welcome them back in. So that's where we left off last time. And we're going to pick up today right from there. You guys are in the inner sanctum. There are several other vampire milling about, and they're all staring at you because of, clearly they heard the commotion going on within Lord Astaroth's room, his chambers, and his door is still wide open, and you see him just standing there, not as hunched over as he typically is. Now he looks more erect and just fuming as he glides off the floor and just slowly shuts the door, staring at you all. The door shuts.
Dorian turns to Ambrose.
I think he's.
I'm unconscious.
Yeah.
Well, that's true. Can we wake Ambrose?
Of course, yeah.
Slap him.
Let me try.
Yeah, you can
We'll
definitely,
try.
wake him up if
Hello.
you like.
Morgana is pacing.
Are you pacing the entire
Just kind of in the area that we were sitting in, just like back and forth.
Mhm,
Like she's restless, not gonna wander around.
mhm.
Am I successful?
Yeah. You just smack her away. Excuse me.
Oh, good. You're alive.
Where are the... Where is he? Where is he? Where'd he go?
He's not here. We were told to step outside and wait. Why would you say that to him?
You feel good? Do you feel better now? I would like to know, just for future reference, there's only one more elder you haven't pissed off yet. Is that, do you have any plans for Lady Nisha? Do I need to know about this, or have you learned yet?
You're funny, Dorian. I have a checklist.
You won't have one for long if they kill you.
Is there any other elders around at the moment? Or anybody that could possibly hear him?
Not that you're
That would
aware
report
of.
back?
You see that all the chamber doors are now shut. You do recall that the door to the room of pain had just shut as you were walking into the heart of the city. So you don't know who's in there. If it is an elder, even.
Perhaps we should talk about this later.
No, I would like to talk about this now.
Yes, and you can just watch what you say. We're angry because we care. I hope you know that.
Sure.
Then be angry. I'm glad I did it. You didn't hear. Neither of you heard, except for Vance, what happened to Moira. Do you know what's going to happen to her? after they breed her, they're going to kill her.
Ambrose, there's nothing we can do about it right now. And pissing off the elders is just gonna get you killed, and then how else are you gonna help Moira when you're dead?
I know it was very foolish. I recognize it was. But it's strange. It's not the beast exactly. It felt good, like I want to continue doing it. I can't explain it. Except I don't think I'm like any of you.
You're a masochist.
No, you see, because I enjoyed hurting, or potentially, and that's not me. I don't intentionally like to hurt people, but in that moment I wanted to, and I felt good doing it. I wanted to tear him apart, and if only with my words.
Something's wrong, and that's what made it feel hurting someone who had hurt us.
No, I can't explain it. It was like a powerful rush.
You guys hear a snap over on the other side of the room. If you look over, you'll see Travis snapping his fingers and then waving a ghoul over towards you guys, who has a silver platter and several goblets with a large bottle of blood. It walks over to you and it goes, "Would you like some?"
What is it?
I'll take the goblet and the bottle as well.
Okay.
Begin pouring.
Are you hungry, Ambrose?
Very. Beyond words.
She'll pour him some.
Thank you, my dear.
Vance, are you joining?
Vance will take the goblet, but he's just gonna sit there and not really drink anything.
Okay.
I don't think Morgana. I think she's good.
You are all all your blood points for everybody should be filled up because you fed on those 4 people earlier in the night.
So what's our total blood pool then?
You
Is
should have
it just
11
10?
right now, I believe. You
11?
should have 11 filled up.
I'm missing one. I don't have a pencil. I had 10. So it might be.
We had started at 10.
Yeah, so you
maybe
should all be
that's
10. That your blood will not increase. It should be at 10.
Okay.
I lost
apologize.
4 blood points last time. Would mine go back up? Or
You lost 4 blood points because the whole incident. Yeah, so drinking this, it will go up.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's our experience at?
You should have 9.
Okie doke.
We would get 1 experience point per camp
episode.
session so far. So,
Mhm.
yeah.
Okay, so you guys all have your goblets. It's filled up for Dorian and Ambrose. Morgana, are you drinking?
No, I think I'm okay.
Okay, so Vance and Morgana are just holding their goblets in ceremony, not partaking, but Dorian and Ambrose, you two are drinking. And Cassandra comes over. Cassandra, she hands her goblet out. Just, yeah, I'll have some, please.
Missing.
I'm almost oblivious to what's going on.
Yes, you guys fill up her goblet, and she just and she toodles off a little bit and starts looking at some of the decor that's on the walls.
well, regardless, I'm sorry you had to see that part of me, but I am curious now to what Lady Nisha's power is.
I'm not sure you want to find out.
Pretty sure her power is her axe. And that scares me more than any vampiric power.
Do you think I have a power?
Oh yeah. I think we all do.
Hopefully yours is not to piss off those older than you.
So, what is all of your powers? You're all older than I am.
Well, I made you sleep. I can command.
I think I like that. Command me anytime, Dot. Morgana. And you, Dorian, Vance.
You've seen what I can do. You felt what I can do.
Well, I know you can really punch a man's face in if you really wanted to.
Yes. And I really want to punch yours right now.
I'm not the face, darling. Everyone, I thought you would be more sympathetic to outlashings of brawls.
Not when it comes to the elders. I know when to pick my fights. I know how to not die. You are still very rash, very unreasonable.
What about you, Vance?
You probably didn't see it when we first got to the penthouse, but I was zipping around. I'm speedy.
How delightful.
Zip around? Really?
Yeah.
Alright.
Can you show us?
Sure.
Maybe when we're not waiting for someone to tell us what to do, maybe sit tight for right now.
Well, if they were to run and then come back, if they're fast, just real quick. I don't know.
He's just, you get the idea that he's just kind of very uncomfortable with doing anything right now. It's a lot more uncomfortable and he's willing to let on, but still, it's pretty obvious to see.
We can have a field day showing off fun about one another when this is not happening.
You guys start to hear one of the chamber doors open up. As you look over, you see it's not Lord Astaroth's chamber. You see that it's not the chamber to Lady Gafara's, and you can see that it is not the one to Lady Nisha's. Instead, it's to the room of pain. And coming out of it are two ghouls. Each one of them holding a vial. Empty vial, as they're holding it upside down and just like trudging their way across the sanctum steps, the floor of the sanctum. Don't really pay any attention to you, and they just make their way right over to Lord Astaroth's room. You see him slowly open it. And they point at the vial and he goes, "You are not supposed to feed him. 3 days." And he grabs one of them and just launches them across the room, slams the door. And the other one just looks at his friend who's got launched and just walks right over to Travis. And they start signing with each other.
Do you suppose that what eventually will happen to Moira when they're done with her will happen to us?
I don't know.
No. That... I don't think you fully grasp the difference between a vampire and its food. Moira is human. They are not going to treat you like a human. And I think that maybe you need to understand that a little bit more as well. It is nice to care for humans Trust me, I know, but you can't care for people like Moira. Not as much as you do.
And do you suppose the person inside of that room, Dorian, is a human?
I don't know, but it is also not my place to care. We're on very thin ice right now with 2 of the elders. Do you really want to go snooping around and try and put your nose into another place you don't belong?
Perhaps I do. Just to see, just to know what's going to happen to us. What if I were to what if I were to walk out of here? What if we all just left and had a life of our own? If we're given
Ambrose.
a second chance at life.
Morgana
Ambrose.
step forward and put her.
Hold on. Vance is speaking 1 second.
Okay.
Ambrose, you don't want to follow that path. It's not as fun as you think.
What's wrong with all of you?
Because, take it from somebody who's done that, you are constantly on the run and constantly looking over your shoulder. Do you want to be living in shadows worse than you already are? You can't go out and just have fun. When you think you're in a safe place, it's not.
Morgana, you want to do something?
She was just gonna step forward and touch, like, put her hand on his arm.
Ambrose immediately calms down.
And as soon as you do that and Ambrose calms down, the door to Lord Astaroth's chambers open up once again. And you see him in his typical hunched over self. And he just whispers after clearing his voice. Let's try this again. And he walks into his chambers and sits down at the desk with the door wide open for you all.
Vance is just gonna storm in.
She's just staring at Ambrose.
Ambrose is just going to let Morgana guide him, and he's silent.
Her fingers are gonna, like, loop through his, and she's gonna lead him in.
He'll wave at Cassandra. Get Cassandra's attention. Round 2.
Oh, okay. And she hustles over. Starts skipping up alongside next to you, Dorian.
Fair enough.
So you guys get back into Lord Astaroth's chamber, and the door kind of closes by itself behind you. And as you look to see how the door is shut, you see a few bugs just skittering off of the hinges and make their way back over toward Lord Astaroth as he has his hand out, and they just jump from the wall onto his hand and back out into him. Let's try this once more, shall we? How are you doing this evening? All things considered, of course.
Well, enough.
Thank you for the gift, for the feast. That was very kind of you.
It is the least I can do for our new fledglings to the clans. Quite honestly, the least that I could do. We reward good behavior here. We are Captain of. He looks over at Ambrose's direction. There will be moments. Trying moments. And we will put you in your place if need be. That one was a lesson to be learned.
repeated.
Yes, Lord Ambrose Astroth.
Yep.
Sorry, I can't.
Yep. Lord Ambrose.
Wait a listen. I'm manifesting it. Shh. Let me
No.
manifest.
I can
Let
tell
me-
how it's
let me-
opinion. I can't.
Let me manifest. Lord Astroth. Could this be a foreshadowing?
Ooh.
Don't tempt me.
Hmm.
Okay. Okay, hold on.
Yep. Center.
Okay, go ahead.
And then he goes to the rest of you.
Do you have any issues with the way that I discipline people in my own chambers?
No.
How I feel about how you discipline others is irrelevant. This is your chamber. I only follow orders.
Cassandra goes, she's still got her goblet in her hand. She goes, nope, nothing from me. We just do things different than Malkavian Sanctum, but hey, that's neither here nor there, right? Vince?
Vance is just silent. He just shakes his head.
Got it. And then Lord Astroth nods a little bit and like squints his eyes, looking at you all and just scanning you guys a bit, really focusing on you all. And then continues.
What? Are you prepared for your next mission?
I believe her.
Then he reaches underneath the table and picks up a large ledger and drops it on the on his desk. You see like coins just like fall off and dust goes. And he slowly picks it open and slams the front cover of the book to the table side. And he starts flipping through the pages. The pages look very old, very worn and tattered. You can tell this thing has been around for well over 2 centuries. This is an old book. And there are many, kind of like that, yeah, kind of like that. Hold on a second.
Oh my gosh.
Oh
I
my
didn't mean to
God,
be
twins.
real.
Sound of a giant ass book.
I think we have the same book there, friendo.
I love it.
All right.
Cute.
And so he's going through all the pages, and you can tell this book is very, very old. And for anyone who's actually like paying attention, you see the names and the dates of old businesses that have come and gone. You're reading things from the 1800s as he's slowly flipping through 1850, 1875, and now he brings as many pages forward, and it's today's date. And you see him fingering through the lines, and he stops and starts patting on one. He says to you guys,
We have seen a steady decline of funds coming in from our Diamond District distributor. I had made calls to him, but they were not answered, and my messages not replied. This, of course, bothers me. Not being of the distributor, of course, that is meaningless to me. But the state of our funding has taken a hit. Minimal at best. And though I have a strong distaste for financial failures, I would care for you to go meet with Ahmed. Understand the reason behind the loss of income. If you discover that he has been skimming from the top, you have my full permission to take from him what he has taken from us. Though, of course, you will be taking it from his flesh, as I suspect he will not have the funds owed. I do wish to give you warning. The Diamond District is not what it once was years before. There seems to be more activity of the occult in that area as of late. Be on your guard. Do you have any questions?
Wait, out of character, did he say where it was?
Not me to say it was in the Diamond District.
Okay. And this was another vampire or like a human we're working with?
He didn't say.
Okay, I'll have Morgana ask. And is this another kindred or is it mortal?
This is another human we have in our employment. We find them quite lucrative. The human species, along with being a delicious little snack. When we find a good business, we tend to latch on.
If I may speak.
Of course, Windsor.
If this was once a good business opportunity, perhaps the deficit could be remedied. And by killing him, perhaps it would increase said deficit even further. Would it be more opportune just to keep him alive and ensure that he pays the funds owed?
What is not what I said. You shall not kill him, you will take from his flesh. That will be his payment, his retribution, if he is stealing from us.
So keep him alive. But take.
With a reminder.
Understood.
Any more questions?
Is there any additional information you think would be beneficial to us in executing this thoroughly?
And he gives a big sigh.
He says, Morgana, you should be able to investigate more. You should be able to ask your own questions. If I gave you all the answers,
And he points at the entire group.
I would do it myself.
Out of character, remind me, the person, your contact, vampire or human?
Human.
Human, okay. My mind just skipped over that for a moment for some reason. Okay.
My apologies. Guess that's all.
Does this human work for an organization, the distribution company? How are the funds transferred? Maybe we could start there to understand where he might be and what he's doing.
It is the same way for the other that you had assisted. Gilda, I believe that was.
And he starts scrolling through his ledger and taps again.
Yes, Gilda, the owner of the fabric shop. We own the home. We own the storefront. They pay us not just rent. They pay us protections.
Sounds like we can start there and see where the distribution line goes.
Okay. And I guess we should go.
He stands up and lifts the one side of his ledger and slams it down, looking like it takes an immense amount of effort to do so. And he glides over to the door and slowly opens it up. His other hand welcomes you all outside.
Ambrose is going to push Morgana on the opposite side of him and pull her really close, just tucking, so that he's on this side and Morgana's just tucked right in there. Lord Astroth.
Imagine for some reason she's like
oh, it's like this. It's like this. Head is covered, arm is around.
She's kind of like really awkward about it. She's like, what is happening? But just goes with it.
1 second. I just want to see if this happens when I blow. No, it doesn't.
I swear to God, if you get me in trouble.
Nope. So you guys all make your way out of the Lord Astroth's chambers, and he walks out behind you, shuts his door, and locks it, and then heads over to Lady Nisha's room and just walks in without knocking.
Rude.
And you
Okay.
hear the chair where her war table is scooch back on the stone floor, making that loud screeching sound. And you hear her go, what is it? And the door shuts behind them. Is there anything you guys want to do inside the sanctum before you go, or what's up?
But what was that?
Sorry, you went out.
Oh, what? She's like, what? She's gonna struggle a little bit and kind of pull away. What was that for?
What was what for?
You were tucking me under your arm.
Can't a gentleman offer his arm to a lady?
That was not offering your arm to a lady. That was shielding her.
Yes, well, he is a delight. I just wanted you all to myself, darling. I didn't want anybody to steal you away. Would you mind doing something for me? And he pulls out his phone. Could you text Warren for me?
What do you want it to say?
Are you all right? Where are you?
All right. Is that all?
And Ambrose is just going to glance towards the room of pain. Yes, that's all.
Okay.
You guys hear a cell phone chime as the door to the sanctum opens up. You see Warren walking through with Virgil. Warren looks down, takes out his cell phone, and starts texting.
That was
Not
a
even
strange
noticing
time.
that you guys are there.
Morgana's gonna like kind of try to pretend that she didn't see that and then turn around and face Dorian.
Yes, Amber's going to step right in front of Morgana so that Virgil can't see her. He's very tall. Hopefully he can't, but...
I think that works, actually. I genuinely do.
And he's just going to cross his arms and just stare at Warren through his sunglasses.
Warren's not paying attention to you. He's on his cell phone. He's texting you back, and you feel the vibration, and you hear the chirp on your phone. And as the chirps, he looks up and goes, "Well, who needs cell phones when you're right in front of me?"
Did you miss me?
Oh, Ambrose, love. It's been a bit too long.
It has. I just wanted to make sure everything was fine and you were in tip-top shape.
And he comes over and he embraces you very tightly. As he's embracing you, he strokes the back of your head, the back of your hair. And then takes an inch back, still holding on to you, but takes an inch back and just picks an insect leg off of your mouth and goes, "Darling, we eat blood, not bugs. Are you alright?"
Oh, I must have caught it at the apartment, the complex. Wonderful to see you. Just had a little bit of a run-in with Lord Astaroth. Nothing to worry about.
And you see him like straighten his back, still holding on to you. He has not let go. He straightens up and leans very close, cheek to cheek. And you hear him say, just whispers to you, goes, "What did you do? Please tell me I don't have to save your ass again. What did you do?"
It's been dealt with.
Can Morgana hear? Because she's like right there.
Yeah, you're behind, so you can. Like, he's like,
They're, like,
he's
back
able
to
to
back.
look at you, and you're like, just a little bit away.
Lauren, it's been dealt with, It's fine, it's been dealt with. I've been dealt with. You needn't worry. It's been handled, really.
And he releases the embrace and slides his hands down your arms and hold onto your hands. And says, "Rose, you make loving you difficult. But as always, I am here for you. And your friends are here for you. Please, not just for your sake, not just for their sake, but for mine as well. Please don't make any more trouble."
Warren, would they do something to you? Because of me?
Do you not remember what I told Lady Gafara? That night, I said I would take responsibility for you. You are my responsibility. I don't mean to sound rude, but your failures are my failures.
Well, then from here on out, Go ahead.
You upsetting the elders is me upsetting the elders. And he looks at the rest of the party and he goes, "I know you're all new here. Please, take care of him. He's only 2 days old. 3 days old. He is a baby compared to you all. Please, show him the right way." And then
I won't act rash again.
He leans back over to Ambrose, excuse me, and says, "I want you to give them my number."
Of course.
And he kisses your hand. He walks off. And there stands Virgil.
Is Warren just gonna be the dad of the group now?
And Virgil has his hands in the front of his trench coat pockets. He's like leaning back and like swaying back and forth. He goes, "You fucked up, kid, didn't you?"
I'll answer to my sire. Thank you.
You'll
Thank you for your
answer to
concern.
those who are above you. And look at the time. It's me above you time.
You're just so charming, Virgil. What could I say?
Nothing. I don't want to hear it. And he looks to the side around you and sees Morgana.
She's just like slowly peeking, like.
Well, Virgil, it's wonderful to meet you, but we should probably go. Morgana?
He says, he goes, "More? If I could have a word, please."
She just smiles at Ambrose and walks over Can you not call me that?
What's wrong?
Earlier on, you could call me that, but right now, I don't think you could call me that.
Oh, well, come on. It's my name for you, you know.
Okay.
I mean, it's just so long to say the rest of your name. Morgana. That's more.
Oh.
Anyway. How are you faring with these guys?
They're great. I like them a lot.
They're great.
Yeah.
Word in the clan is that you got some troublemakers in this group. Is that true?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you know, some of them are more newborn than others and still have a lot of humanity. Wouldn't say that I'm perfect either.
No, we wouldn't, now would we? But listen, you've got a few years on that Ambrose character. Whip him into shape.
Okay. I would say that he is got his priorities in the right area. Yeah, he just doesn't know how to execute it flawlessly. Yeah.
His priorities, as yours, should be the will of the elders. We know this. Come on, Nor. How many times we gotta go over this? Even before you decided to actually join us. You knew that was where my mindset was.
Yeah.
Now you're here. You're in the house. You have to follow the house rules. He's got to follow the house rules. That one over there's got to follow the house rules. That guy over there twiddling his cards got to follow the house rules. That creepy one with the goblet, she's got to follow the house rules. And you see Cassandra in the far back going,
Virgil, what did you mean? When you brought me here, you said it. Did you say it was by the will of the elder?
when I brought you here?
Yes.
Well, I mean, when I turned you just, just for shits and giggles, kind of. But I mean, it wasn't the elders who told me to bring you here. It was just time for you to be part of the group, you know? You paid your dues.
Just trying to keep herself calm. Yeah. I think that will fare just fine. And you'll see. It's fine.
All right, sounds good. And he walks past you and kind of like spanks you on the back. Just keeps on walking. Walks over to Warren, nudges him, and then just walks off to the other side and connects with two other vampires that are over there.
Morgana's gonna start leaving. She just she doesn't even show her face to the others. She just heads straight for the door.
Ambrose is going to follow in a very loud voice. Morgana, Morgana, Morgana. My most perfect priority, Morgana. You know, he links his arm with yours. Your name is like a melody. Morgana. I wouldn't part from a single syllable. Only a fool would do that, Morgana. Oh, I could say it all night, my perfect priority.
And
shall we?
As you're doing that, she looks like okay, as soon as you link your arm with hers, she looks up and she looks like she wanted to cry, but then she starts like listening and she is like
So Vance is gonna do the same thing, and all I've got to say is, Robin, get out of my head. He's gonna join. He's gonna link her other arm and basically be like, "You've got a point, Ambrose. This is something we can agree on. Morgana is just the best person. So sweet, kind-hearted."
Cassandra comes up next to Dorian and just goes, "Well, they're friends now, aren't they?"
Vance will look back at the two and be like, "Don't think you two are exempt from getting compliments."
Cassandra We are going to die.
Well, that's not what Lord Astaroth told us to do.
Come on.
And as you guys are leaving, as the door is closing, you all hear Virgil go, "I've already had her, it's your turn." And you
Are the
guys,
doors shut?
Yeah, the doors are shut, and you see Travis at the door just close the door.
Bless you.
Who did
Kind
he
of
say
pulls
that to?
away from everyone and just gets her phone out and texts.
Who
What
did
he
he say?
thinks I'm forgetting, but Morgana would never forget.
Who did Virgil say that to?
You felt like it was directed to the group, but because the way it was like said in a louder tone, like to be heard, but like you don't know if it was directly at Ambrose, if it was directly at Vance,
But in
or if it
our
was just
group,
yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Dorian will remember this.
Yes.
All right, very good. So you guys make your way outside to the part of the city. You're now at the streets.
One of us was already texting Darius, yes?
Morgana one.
I have Warren's number to give you all. Take it, please.
Huh.
What?
Warren's number. Put it in your phones.
Okay.
Warren wanted us to have it for reasons, I guess.
Yeah.
Vance will put it in the flip phone.
Okay, a few moments later, Darius pulls up, hops out in his traditional style. All right, where we head to now?
The Diamond District, I think it was to. What's it called? The fabric store we went to, and she looks at the others. What was it called? Or not the fabric store. Was it?
Hold on. You're telling me you want to go to the Diamond District, but you also want to go back to Gilda's? They're in two different parts. One's a Diamond District, the other one's the Garment District.
Oh,
So where are you headed?
Weren't we going to go to Gilda's just to check and see back to where the source of distribution was, and then go to the Diamond District? Or are we just going to the Diamond District?
If we go to the Diamond District, we're not going to have any kind of leads, any people to search. It's going to be blind pick. We might as well start where we know first and see if we can get any information.
Hold on. Let me ask you a question here. You supposed to go see Shapiro? You supposed to go see the Diamond guy? Is that why you're going to the Diamond District?
Was that his name?
No one
We didn't
asked,
get a
so
name.
I
no
think
one
we got
knows.
No.
You just got it just now.
Yeah.
Who's Shapiro?
He's their Diamond guy. He has a shop over in the Diamond District.
Probably then.
Probably him then?
Oh, all right,
Does he
well,
work with... wait, what do you know about Shapiro?
He starts tugging at his vest. Oh, listen, come on now. Darius knows everyone that's in employment of the, our friends, eh?
Oh.
All right. Thank you for that help, because we missed out on something. Yes, that's exactly where we're going. Thank you.
All right. Well, get on in. I'll take you there. Who's sitting up
She's already
front?
Dorian, he wants to know all about this guy.
Okay.
There's not a whole lot he gets involved with, but he knows his bureaucracy.
Okay. So you guys hop in the car, and Darius shuts the door for everybody, and Dorian hops in the front. Darius comes around. He goes, "All right, Mr. Dorian, here we are. The gents up front, eh?"
You said this Shapiro guy, he ran a diamond business, something?
Yeah, that's right. And he starts driving off. He owns one of them shops over there. There's a whole ton of them, but you know, our friends, your elders, they've got their hands almost in every district and every borough. They're everywhere.
Well, many vampire clans have their fingers everywhere as well.
Yeah, that's right. They do. There's no questioning that. It just seems that your friends, our employers, have more fingers than everyone else.
Well, the smaller fingers, you see. Anyway, they.
He looks at, what's that supposed to mean? Small fingers?
The Tremere have more say in. You know what? We can talk about that another time.
Yeah, alright, I guess. Yeah, I mean, right now is a perfectly good time, but sure, why not? Yeah.
I want to know specifically about this guy. What does he do? What does his distribute? What does he sell?
He kind of swerves a little bit and goes, I'll give you 2 guesses. Where are we headed to, buddy?
Where are we headed?
The Diamond District
Right.
Shapiro's.
to Shapiro's.
Alright, so we're going to the Diamond District. What you think's being sold there? Shoelaces?
No, it sounds like expensive.
Can I honestly don't know where this is going.
Yep,
My
yep.
character has 3 points in politics. What would he know about this?
You're going to the
Hey,
Diamond
more
District?
dollar now.
They are. It's the Diamond District of New York City is highly well known for their diamonds. It's a huge diamond exchange. Like they are like some of the finest gemstones and diamonds in the world are sold in the Diamond District. So Mr. Shapiro owns a diamond shop in the Diamond District.
Right. So diamonds and blood.
Yeah, well, he sells diamonds, not blood. But all right, I like where your head's at. That's you, you know, dealing in blood. And then he starts laughing. Says, "Oi, you made a joke, didn't you? Blood diamond, isn't that what you was making a joke about? Ah, you little bastard, you."
I did.
A few moments later, he pulls up and the car smoothly comes to a rolling stop. He goes, "All right, that right there, that's Shapiro's." And he points at a shop that's nestled between several other diamond shops. Not looking as gaudy as the other ones are on the street, but you can see that all the glass front is it's protected with not chicken wire, but like iron rods behind the glass. And with that, we are going to take a quick little break. So we'll see everybody in about 15 minutes, alright? Please stay with us. You're not going to want to miss it.
Oh.
Oh, shit. Just a moment. mute myself. There we go. All right, everybody, welcome back. Thank you for staying with us. So we just arrived outside of the Diamond District, outside of the Shapiro shop. And so our party has just been driven there by Darius, and he pointed out the shop, which is right there. Everything is still open. All the other shops are still open. There's plenty of people about. This is a very high traffic area. So you're seeing a lot of people just walking around, dipping in and out of shops. These shops tend to stay open late. They open late, they open late, they close late.
It's so shiny.
Oh, well, we're paused. We stopped.
Yep, the car is stopped, and Darius had pointed out that their shop is right there.
Oh, Dylan's dying.
I'm dying?
Oh no.
There you go. You're good.
There he goes. Welcome back.
Okay, I don't want to die.
Okay, you're good.
I think Morgana's gonna have been kind of like night dreaming, because it's night.
Mm-hmm.
I get
So
it.
she didn't really.
That's
Yeah.
humor.
Yeah.
I'll laugh out loud.
All right. Yeah.
All
Cool.
right, so you guys make
So
your way out
she-
of the car, and you start heading onto the curb. And Darius just goes, "All right, you know how to contact me. We've been through this a few times now. I think you get the gist of things, yeah?
How
All
do we
right,
do that again?
be safe."
Okay,
And he just
okay.
starts going off. As you guys just are watching Darius's car drive down the street, you hear a commotion behind you coming from the shop, as a guy in a really messy looking outfit, stained vest jacket, ripped jeans, stained sweater, really scraggly looking hair and beard, gets shoved out of the shop by a gentleman with a yarmulke on, a button-down white shirt and black slacks. And then you hear this guy going, "Get out of here, you bum! Don't let me catch you around here again, huh?" And he pushes out the disheveled guy, and then walks back, starts walking back, and looks at you guys. Go, "Now I gotta deal with you, huh? All right. It's only a matter of time. Come on in, I guess." And he walks into the shop. Doesn't even bother holding the door open for you guys.
Ambrose is gonna run forward and grab the door and hold it open for Morgana.
She's looking really confused.
And you
But she
guys,
looks-
see the bum is now walking down the street, and he shoves his hands into his pocket and kind of looks over his shoulder and just like glares at you guys, and keeps on walking on. You see him spit on the floor.
This is
so welcoming.
seems we've entered a rough neighborhood. Can't say much for the manners.
Wait for it.
Got it.
Stay back. All right. So you guys make your way in, and as you walk in, you see the guy going over to a bare wall. He leans over one of the small displays he has in front of the wall. And he starts wiping the wall, looking at his hand, a little confused, looking around. He goes, whatever. And he walks around beside the display, the front display where the cash registers and everything. And then he sits down with a big huff. And he goes, "All right, well, you're here. What do you want?"
Did Dorian ever relay any of the information that he got to us?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, it's not like we were hiding the information in the car.
Okay.
We're just talking.
Sometimes Darius puts up that wall, so I don't know.
Oh. No, I actually, even at one point, do I even like lean
Yep,
back?
you
and
lean
be like,
back.
"Oh, where are we going?"
Mhm.
Just making sure.
Yeah.
So this guy's potentially been skimming the money? Or is this the dude? Like,
You don't
we
know.
don't have confirmation.
You haven't
Okay.
asked him any questions. It's been a theme tonight.
So,
No wonder the
can Morgana look at the display?
Yeah, so as you look around, you see that all the displays are in a very thick, you guess it's glass, but in reality it's a very dense, bulletproof plastic, and inside are just all these shining, dazzling diamonds on necklaces, on rings by themselves. Some are large, some are small. You could see, like, just from looking at them, these are like beautiful, beautiful quality diamonds. And all around the room, like, they're just everywhere. And you see, like, the stereotypical, like, black handkerchief with, like, a mountain of diamonds on it in one of the back displays behind him. Everywhere you look, there's diamonds in every single display.
Is he the only person working there?
He is the only person working there. You see that there is a back door to the side of the room, and that there are there's one camera from the entrance of the main door looking inward.
Any customers there?
He just kicked out that bum, and so there are no customers currently.
Dorian's gonna give Morgana a look as she begins to talk, and he's gonna head towards the front door to lock it.
Okay. She's probably gonna. She looks like she'd be someone who'd be genuinely shopping for these. Like, she has, diamonds on her. So, she's gonna be like, "Oh, these are amazing. Where do you get these from?"
Well, these ones, they come from Africa. Those ones come from I don't know. I gotta look at my distributor shipping logs, but they're all good quality diamonds. They're all good. They're all legal diamonds, if that's what you're asking me. They are all acquired properly through the right means.
And she's kind of gonna be doing like this more charming, kind of flirtatious play, making herself look more appealing.
Give me a charisma manipulation.
Okay.
Difficulty is 7.
Is there an actual door sign that I can flip over to be closed?
Oh my god.
Sure, just for dramatic purposes, we can do that. Yeah.
And then wait,
Yes.
what dice is that?
Charisma and manipulation.
Okay.
Difficulty 7.
I forgot what dice I rolled. That's a D10, right?
They're all D10s, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Go ahead.
Would Ambrose be tall enough, because he's quite tall, would he be tall enough to, if he reached up, to turn the camera?
Sure. Yeah,
So he's gonna go towards
7
the-
feet tall with your heels on?
With the heels on, yeah, about.
You just go.
Just gonna turn it away from all of them.
He's got a real cheap security system.
5 out of 7.
Okay, so you lay the charm on. And he goes, all right, I understand. You're a pretty young girl, I get it. But I also understand you're not a human.
Oh, what gave that away?
I can smell you guys from a mile away. Come on. I've been
Smell
working with
it?
your people for too long now. I know your smell. I know your look. Come on.
I wasn't trying to hide.
Uh-oh.
So, you're also aware of why we're here.
Yeah,
Correct.
of course I know why you're here. I know. Money hasn't been coming in. I know this. Which means that I can't pay you guys properly. I know this. I know.
So, what's the reasoning as to why the funds have been not as good?
Let me tell you, if there's one thing that makes or breaks a dealer, is their reputation. And this schmuck has been spinning on my name in Temple and to other shop owners. I barely get any traffic anymore. He's ruined me, which is a death sentence in your eyes. I know how you operate. Don't think I don't, huh? I'm only as useful to you as the money continues to flow. And the flow has stopped. Kaput! No more. Leibovitz has effectively killed me. And you're here to do the job. Fine, so be it. You'll be happy to know you're killing 4 people here tonight. Myself, my wife, and our 2 daughters. I hope you're happy knowing that without me they won't be able to pay the bills or nothing. I'm all they got! Go ahead, Dorian.
Well, he said all that before I could interrupt him, so we're moving on from that. Dorian is leaving from the front door to now stand in front of him as he's saying all of this.
Can I see if he's telling the truth?
Let me just see what Dorian wanted to finish up first, and then we can do that.
Cool.
Very nonplussed, staring at him the whole time he talks about this. When he brings up the point that if he dies, no one else is going to pay him. There are many other humans that can replace you.
I'm well aware of this, yeah, I know. All of my contacts, everything I have is right here in this building. You kill me, you bring in a new person. They have everything, huh? I understand how frail my mortality is. And with you 5 here, I'm more than aware of what's going on. While this is happening, I'm going to get to you in a second, Morgana. Cassandra is just staring at the wall that that he was looking at, and you hear her go, "Ah, okay, cool." Right, Morgana?
I'm just seeing if he's telling the truth.
That would be a wits and investigation. Difficulty 6.
Okay. Not too bad. That would be, so I got a 10 and a 7, and then other 2 failed. So 2 successes.
Okay. He sounds genuine. He sounds pretty genuine.
Can I look over at what Cassandra was saying? Like, what's cool?
Yeah, you look over and it's just a blank wall.
What do you see? Just a wall?
It's nice paint. I like this color of paint. Cool.
Okay.
Ambrose steps forward towards the owner. You realize your own mortality, but what of that of your children's?
Listen,
Perhaps we don't want your life.
like I said, you kill me, you kill them. I'm aware. I got into this job knowing the risk. My family, they don't understand what's going on. That's a secret that your boss told me would be good. However, now you're saying you're gonna go kill my kids instead of me. I can live with that.
You could what?
I can live with that.
Okay. 1 second. Who is this man, and why is he sabotaging your reputation? What did you do?
Leibovitz. He's the schmuck who walks down the street over there. I've been doing great for years. Talk to your boss. Have him show you the ledger. I've got great stuff coming in month after month for the last 10 years. This guy down the street, this schmuck, Leibovitz, he opened shop no more than 3 months ago. And he's killing it. He's killing the business. He's doing that price matching thing you hear about. He's got all this blitz and glam and whatnot. He's making it look like he's the greatest thing out there. And like I said, he's making them a sugar of my name and Temple and to all the other people on the street. He even has a flyer. Look at this. And he opens up a drawer and pulls out the flyer. The flyer reads, "Whatever Shapiro offers, we'll best it."
Question, do we know how long this has been going on?
It says 3 months.
How long? Is it 3 months or so?
Yeah.
Within that 3 months.
Dorian's gonna grip him by the front of his shirt. Look at Ambrose. This is how vampires deal with humans, and headbutts him to break his nose.
Okay. You effectively bust his nose inward. And he's now screaming and reaching up and holding us. Ah, you fucking bastard! What the hell? Why are you hitting me?
Pulls him up so that he's right next to his face.
Mm-hmm.
We are here because you did not tell the vampires there was a problem. Now there is a problem. The next time there is a problem, you will tell the vampires first, and we will handle it. Do you understand?
Yeah, I understand, but do you think that they don't want to hear problems? They don't want to hear problems. You know this. They want to hear solutions.
Throw him across the room.
Okay.
He is back-talking me. I throw him across the room.
Oh, Ambrose is very much leaning into all this and absorbing
Yeah, Morgana's just like,
in approval.
Excuse me. 1 second, please.
okay.
You guys hear a knock on the door. As there is a couple outside now. And you hear them go, "Is everything okay in there? Hey, what are you guys doing to him?"
They can talk through the door.
They're shouting.
Oh,
Let me just make sure that I can do something.
Mm-hmm.
But is it like glass or it's like protected?
It has the bars.
Okay, so it's kind of hard to see, but
Right.
like not like it's not.
no, he was
So-
open until I flipped a close sign. There was
Yeah, so it's visible, like it's just a glass door. It's just a glass door, but on the windows surrounding the shop are the iron bars. You do see that, of course, just like on every other storefront outside, there are the pull-down armored gates, so nobody can get through. But the door is just a glass door.
Morgana will turn around and walk over. She'll unlock. Can they hear me if I were to just be right up against the door and looking at them?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I will use mesmerize.
Okay.
Would that be on both of them, or would that be on one of them?
One, you have to make eye contact with one person. You gotta spend a
technically,
blood point for that.
Guys, but I'm gonna look at one of them and be like, okay, so she's gonna look at them and be like, everything's fine in here. Nothing is worrisome at all. Just go along with your day.
And which one are you looking at? Are you looking at the male or the female, or just
Probably female.
okay? And you see her get like a kind of a glazed look over her face, and she just smiles and goes, "It's okay, honey. They have business to attend to. Let's not get involved." Yeah, but no, it's okay, honey. And she just like pulls him away. You see them. You see her walking away like in Howl's Moving Castle when he does that to the two guards.
I love it.
She's just gonna close and lock the door, turn to them. Maybe try and not be so disruptive so we won't get any unwanted attention, Dorian?
You are all way too soft right now.
No, I'm more focused on keeping the masquerade up, and I can only do that so many times.
Oh, I fully encourage you. Keep doing it, Dorian.
And you hear
So-
the guy on the floor going, "No, please, I don't encourage him. This is horrible. I don't like this. You're beating the shit out of me. I'm already dead, pretty much to your clan. Why don't you fuck up this Leibovitz for me, huh? You'll get your money back tenfold. And we all get out of here, copacetic. We're all good then, huh?" Go ahead, Morgana.
I was going to say... And she kind of steps over and... Is he still on the ground?
He's on the ground behind the...
It better be.
Yeah. She walks over and kind of offers a hand to help him up, but she doesn't really... She's more focused on them. She's like, I was going to say that if there is going to be an issue, then we could either kill him and try and get, what's his name, working for us. Since obviously this man here doesn't like modernization and doesn't want to put the effort into trying to one-up his competitor. Or we can try and give him a second opportunity to be just as good as his competitor and then take the competition out.
Are you saying this to me?
All of you. But mostly probably you, yeah.
We can resolve this however you want. I need him to understand if there is problem, he come to vampires first. Not vampires come to him when we find problem.
Alright, I hear you, nosebreaker. I understand what you're saying, okay? My god.
Nosebreaker. When does going to the elders as a human ever very beneficial?
I didn't say nothing about that. He has ways of contacting us. He does not have to contact the elders directly, just like we don't.
I mean, have you considered too, though, how quickly you went to sort to violence rather than using your brain to figure out a way to solve the problem?
I don't think you understand what Lord Astaroth asked us to do.
That was if he was skimming money.
We can talk about this later. For now, let's solve problem.
Ambrose has
How
her
are we
hand up.
going to do that? Sorry.
Ambrose is going to go behind the counter and he's going to try to look for a ledger or anything dealing with the net profits that he possibly could have.
Alright, so that wouldn't be held directly behind the desk, behind the break front. That would most likely be in his office, which is the door back there. You see a sign that says employees only.
Okay, he's going to go through there and search for that.
Okay, give me a perception investigation difficulty 7.
Investigation 3. Okay, hold on. Difficulty 7?
Yes, please.
All right, 1, 2.
Vance, what are you doing during all this time?
He's been watching the whole thing go down. And he's just gonna walk over next to Morgana and just kind of look down at the man. And then look up and just look at everybody and be like, aren't we supposed to figure out if he is stealing money first before we start breaking in? I mean, I enjoyed the show, but...
And Cassandra comes up next to you and she's still holding the goblet that she had over in the sanctum. She goes, yeah, like, we're supposed to figure out where the money's going before we kill him, I think? Isn't that what we were told to, or am I mistaken?
That was another thing I wanted to bring up.
We were told not to kill him.
And Cassandra leans over and goes, you're very lucky.
So Ambrose has 6 successes and 2 of them are 10s.
Oh, beautiful. All right.
Oh my gosh.
You walk in and you just take a quick look around and you go, that looks like the desk of a jewelry shop owner. And you walk over and it's got a lock on it, but you just like rip it out and like open up the drawer, shift around, and you find the ledger, sift through it, and you just see it was all net increases for years and years and years and years. And then the last 3 months, it's been going steadily down dramatically.
Would he be able to see where the money's gone to?
Yeah, you can see that it says paid the heart.
Or are there any blank spaces or blacked out things?
Nope. Everything just says exactly where it came from. Like the diamond supplier, you see a lot of input to say the heart, electricity, security system, blah blah, like things you would find in a normal ledger. Everything looks to par.
Ambrose is going to waltz back out with it and slam it on the the glass or the top.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he seems to be telling the truth.
What the hell are you doing with that? That's my personal belongings.
And it's mine now.
Oh,
Until we...
the tax man's gonna come and I don't have my books. Come on, you're killing me here. Ah, whatever.
Not
Go
yet,
fuck
anymore.
yourselves, you guys. I don't care anymore.
He's not happy with us at all.
How much would you say that he's lost in that amount of time? Like, how
Several
much
hundreds of
does the list-
thousands.
Okay.
This all from a man opening a shop down the way? When did you say he opened his shop exactly?
What are you, deaf? I've told you now. 3 months ago. Leibovitz. Open shop. Down street. 3 months ago.
You know, I've had a really, really, really rough night.
And I'm having a
Haven't
good
had
night.
No, not at all. And you're pushing the line with me. And Ambrose Windsor gets what Ambrose Windsor wants.
Who the hell is
So
Ambrose
exa-
Windsor?
Ambrose is gonna come around the counter, and is he on the ground still, or is he standing?
Yeah, he's on the ground. Like, he knows he's in a rough situation, so he is not moving. He's just letting his broken nose bleed out all over the place.
As far as you're concerned, my dear, I'm the only thing standing between your life running a successful, fabulous business and you not having. It's a terrible climate, too. To be
Is
out of
anyone
work,
else
wouldn't you say?
rather confused by the fact that he was successful for 10 years until suddenly a more posh shop opens up a street down from here? Maybe we should go investigate a little bit.
Did that man look posh to you when he was thrown out into the street?
I don't believe that. That was
Was
just
a
a random.
bum. He comes in here every once in a while. Sometimes he takes the leak on this corner. You got them wild little city. Come on now. Are you a tourist? Is that what you are? You're a tourist here? You're brand new to the city? Get the hell out of here. Let me talk to Nosebreaker. He knows what he's doing, huh?
Can I look at him and like at his eyes and just say silence?
Are you using
And command him
Dominate to
to do it.
silence him, or are you just telling him to
I
be quiet?
really want to do that. Hmm?
Are you using Dominate to silence him, or are you just telling him to silent?
I'm gonna use dominate.
Okay, that's another
Annoying.
blood point spent.
I'm good.
And you just...
Oh, that is so much better. So, do we want to look at the shop, or are you just gonna deal with him? Because, you know, a liver does cost like 500, more than 500k on the black market.
Vance is gonna just turn to Dory and be like, I bet you can kill the guy down the road. And get away with it.
Does Ambrose still have the ledger?
Yeah, he put it on the
Yep.
tabletop.
It's on the tabletop.
This is the only source of your troubles. No? This Leibowitz?
He slowly nods. And then he points it all at you guys.
We
And,
we will handle it.
Morgana is gonna head into the back and see if there's anything that she can use to give to him to cover his bloody nose.
You see there's a bathroom in the...
Perhaps like a sock or something. I don't know, but she comes back with something to
Yeah,
use.
in the office, you'll see there's a bathroom off to the side. You go there, you just pull out a couple of paper towels and you hand it over to him. And he just goes... shoves the whole thing onto his face.
Morgana, I have a question for you as he's on the ground staring at him.
Hmm.
Is there any way you could persuade this man to tell us if he's been skimming off the top, as Lord Astaroth suggested?
I can tell you with about 90% certainty he's probably not. He's been pretty loyal. I mean, look at this ledger alone, and the fact that it only started happening 3 months ago. That's why I think we could probably get even more information if we went to go check out the other store. Because if maybe, perhaps, they didn't actually open up 3 months ago, I wouldn't have to persuade anything. We can just deduct it. Or investigate and assume.
One way or another, I think we'd have to bring back said pound of flesh. But I follow you, dear.
We'll figure
Well-
that when we go down. If that's what we're doing.
Should one of us stay here with this cretin?
Cassandra goes,
That'd be
I'll stay. I like the shiny things. There are a lot of shiny things. Can I play with the shiny things? She looks at, can I play with the shiny things?
Say nothing if you're okay with it. Yeah, perfect.
Oh, my
Yeah,
dear,
you
it's
did that.
witty.
So are we going?
Yes, I think so.
Do you know where you're going?
Down the street to whatever. That's what he said, at least.
The address was on the ledger, was it not?
It was on the wouldn't it have been on the flyer?
That's what I meant. That's what I meant.
Yeah.
Would have been on the flyer. Yep. Yep. So you guys have the address. You guys decide to leave Cassandra with Mr. Shapiro, and you head out. And Cassandra,
Lock the door on you.
Cassandra
on
comes behind you guys,
door.
locks the door, and you see her going around grabbing the keys from Shapiro, opening up, and you see her just like to the big pile of diamonds. She's just like,
Like a ball pit.
So you guys start making your way down the street, and it's still, as before, significantly crowded compared to any other area you've been in before. It is very bright in this area. Like the lights coming from all the shops, there are strobe lights, there are sparkling lights, there are every which way they can try to entice somebody to come in to see that their diamonds are better than anybody else's diamonds. And you're making your way down, and then you finally get to Leibowitz's shop. And he's shaking hands with a couple, and he's taking back a pen and a piece of paper from one of them as they walk out, and they're both very happy. Oh, excuse me, they make their way past you, and you see inside Leibowitz is tucking away the paper and putting the pen down, and is looking around, very proud of himself, and just like wiping down the table just a little bit. And he sees the four of you standing outside, and you see his smile turns into a bit of a smirk. He nods.
Is this another Kindred?
Ambrose opens the door for them to enter.
Morgana walks in.
Vance just kind of nods at Ambrose.
Is there anyone else in the shop?
No, at this
Or
point
is
you
it
guys
the last
are
one?
You guys are by yourself. This shop looks like it's a little bit more maintained, a little more up to date.
But that's about it. Kind of just the same.
Somewhat the same layout, but like there's definitely from the outside looking in, there's neon lights. There's rainbow spotlights on the diamonds. There's a lot of things to entice the customers to come in and to look around. Instead of just like the plain black handkerchief, you'll see that specific diamonds are set on different colored napkins and handkerchiefs. And there's not just diamonds, there's all different types of gemstones here. And in one of the displays against the wall is a gorgeous set of sapphires and rubies on a necklace. And in the center of it is a dragon with 2 rubies as the eyes, and holding a jade in its mouth, a jade ball in its mouth.
Descriptive.
Morgana's gonna look around, or kind of pretend to, but is this person, like, is it possible to tell if the owner is a kindred as well?
You start smelling the air. It smells very heavy of human in here.
Oh.
You do get like the faint smell of kindred, but you can't tell if it's him or if there was someone here, or you can't tell.
Okay.
The jewelry in the store, is it similar to, like, are there similar companies that are selling to this distribution center as Shapiro's?
What do you mean?
Like, there's various different jeweling, like, people that own various types of jewelry that will sell to this distribution centers. Is it the same? Could it be reasonably assessed that this is like a similar chain?
You can't see that unless you were like a skilled jeweler and you had the whole.
Oh no, not like identifying the jewelry, but like how am I wording this? Like Jared's and Sterling. Like Sterling has their own line of jewelry, but they also have third parties that also sell to them to sell in.
I see what you're saying. No, these are independent contractors.
Okay.
From what you can tell, everything that is here is handmade, handcrafted. He does everything himself with the jewelry-wise. The diamonds, of course, he gets them bought elsewhere, but everything he makes the jewelry himself. From Shapiro, it looks like maybe 1 or 2 items every now and then are made by him, but everything else is he buys the settings and everything and just puts them in.
I see why this shop's doing better then.
I think Morgana will go up, just kind of greet him. This is my first time being here. It's very lovely.
Yeah, I know it's your first time here. Never seen you before, but I know you.
You know me?
Not you. You. He points at Ambrose.
Yeah. He's been on hiatus.
So what do I take the honor of having you welcome into my shop?
Just looking around, browsing. Curious about your conflict with the other shop. Whatever his name was, I forgot his name.
Shapiro.
Shapiro! Shapiro.
You're here because of Shapiro. That little two-timing nothing. You're here because of him.
Two-timing?
Oh, we just came from his shop. As I say, I walk up. We were checking the different stores, and we just came from there. And they did not have very good things to say about you.
Well, of course, Shapiro, he is, how would you say, a piece of shit.
Well, I recognize the accent.
Yep, it's Western Russian.
Oh, good.
Might
So
we inquire?
not mine at all. Excellent.
Might we inquire about the conflict between you two?
That is not your business, you know. That is between him and myself.
Unfortunately, it actually is our business.
No, I think not. I truly believe that it's not your business.
Dorian?
Vance is gonna lock the door.
Oh God.
Wait,
That
what are
is-
his hours?
Maketh
Hold on,
mad.
what is-
Anyway.
What are
There's a
his
new
hours
Kingsman
exactly?
coming out in November, by the way. I want everyone to know that. I am so looking forward to it.
What are this shop's hours?
Are you asking him or are you asking me?
You.
You didn't look when you were walking in, did you? The flyer doesn't say what time. It's just a direction to get from his place.
Yeah, and I mean, there should be like hours by the door, right?
And we'll say it closes at like 10:30.
Really?
And what time is it now?
It's about maybe 9ish.
Okay.
Can Ambrose come forward towards the where all the diamonds are? Looking over, he takes off his own diamond sunglasses and he puts it on the table. Exquisite, really exquisite. You know, I think your shop can do much better than it already is with little help from me. I do love diamonds.
Mr. Ambrose Windsor, you know that I know you love many a thing. But we also know you are not here for my diamonds. You are here because of Shapiro. Let us cross the formalities and get to the point, please. I'm a very busy man. I'm a very wealthy man. I'm a very successful man. And I don't get all that way from chit-chat.
Indeed, and you're doing a marvelous job. I was wondering if we could probably work something out. Morgana. She inquired about your hours. Perhaps we could work around Shapiro and yourself and make this more pleasant for all of us. You open some days, he opens other days, or some hours. We can come to an agreement, can't we?
Let me tell you, please, old man, you do not frighten me. You know who I am? I am Mr. Leibowitz. Nobody on this street or in this city would ever mess with me. Who are you? Somebody's goon? Who dresses you people? This has to be some kind of a joke,
Ambrose.
right?
Do I look like a goon to you?
And he starts like,
I am more
go ahead.
I am far more successful with just pressing a like button. I could make a woman scream for just pushing a like button on my phone. I would love to see you successful but you really don't want to get on my bad side, really, dear. So please, I ask you again, can we please come to an arrangement of sorts?
He pushes himself up and goes, you people on your social media, a like is only for a moment. And he reaches into his pocket and pulls out several diamonds, just drops them onto the countertop. A diamond can make a girl scream for more than just a like. A diamond can get you blood. It can get things done. A like from a pompous runway model means nothing in the grand scheme of things.
Ambrose is going to grab the man by the front, pull him close. One day you will turn to dust. Your diamonds will turn to nothing, and still my name will live on. I'd like you to know that. And he's gonna try to slam his head against the top of the counter.
Okay. You do that, but he actually braces himself. He was expecting it, so he puts his hand down. He hits his head into his hand, absorbing a lot of the energy. but he comes up, and you can see it's already starting to get black and blue on the upper side of his eyes. And he smiles, and you hear him like crack his neck. And he goes, "I'll tell you what. I'm going to be nice and let you all walk out of here with your legs and fingers unbroken. Go tell whoever you work for that Leibowitz is here. He's here for good. Unless, of course, you like to do things the hard way."
Dorian, it sounds like he's talking your language.
Perhaps a business proposition, and not a fight.
You don't listen very well, do you, people? You don't understand the word. You know, I have had enough of your propositions. I've had enough of your bullying the new guy on the street. You know, I think at this point, I am done with our discussions. Gentlemen, and he says behind him, and the door to his office gently opens up. And inside, you can just barely make out the silhouette of two people. And you hear growling of two animals, lower than what the people look like. The room is darked out, but the light that's coming in just touches the people. And if you look over, you can see two sets of red eyes staring at you from knee height of those two figures. And you see the sharp teeth shine off of the light reflection as the two people standing behind smile at you. And one of them says, in a familiar voice, "It looks like Liam's spawn bit the dust, didn't they?" And you see them all fade back as the two creatures start growling and barking, still being pulled back. Dorian, you had your hand up.
Huh. Anyway, at that, Dorian is going to grab the back of place his hand on the back of Ambrose's shoulder and whoever else is next to him, either Morgana or Vance. Flip a coin, it doesn't matter.
Vance is still by the door.
Fair enough. So then Morgana and grip them semi-tightly. "Nope, we're okay. Thank you, Mr. Leibowitz," and backing up towards the door.
Vance will unlock the door and open it.
As you do that, Leibowitz says, No. That time has come and gone." And you hear the security. You hear the security bars drop on all the windows and the front entrance.
Ow.
He goes, "You had your chance. You fucked with the best, and now it's time for the best to fuck with you. Please, let us walk into the back room." And he has a big shit-eating grin on his face as he just steps back and welcomes you into his office.
What is he? Is he just a human?
He is just a human.
Oh my god. Oh,
Could we use?
I don't want to keep on using my abilities, but I will if I need to.
If Ambrose uses his heightened senses, could he sense if these two men are human or not?
Oh, you saw that they had fangs when they were smiling at you. It reflected off.
It wasn't the dogs.
Wait, no, this is the guy that ran away from us.
Yeah, familiar voice, right?
Mm-hmm. At least one of them is.
So, it's safe to assume that this is a vampire-run establishment.
When the gates went down on the front door, Dorian's got his pistol out now, aiming at him.
Ambrose points at the dragon on the wall and just smiles.
Yep.
Fuck. Why didn't we have that together
It's Dragon.
Dragon.
Dragon. He mouths Dragon.
Oh, I'm not. I wasn't paying attention, but neither is Dorian. Dorian's got full attention on his aiming at the guy right now.
Should I use Mesmerize? I kind of want to try using Mesmerize on this dude.
You can go ahead and do it. Yep.
Okay. Oh god. 1 second, wait. Blood pool is also health, huh? Or is that something else?
No, your health is on the bottom right, where it says damage chart. You should all have full health right now. There should be no crosses, slashes, or anything in any of those boxes.
Okay. Okay. Actually, thank you for reminding me. I need to get rid of that. But yeah. Okay. So then she's gonna be really hungry after this. Okay. She's gonna look at him, and I think she'll do mesmerize. Oh gosh, I need to think of the right words. I think we all would rather avoid the conflict, and perhaps you would like to take it easy on us and let us go today.
You're saying this to Leibowitz?
Yeah, I'm mesmerizing him. I'm basically implanting a hypnotic suggestion.
Yep. Okay. So you shoot that into him, and he goes, "To let you go and to have a amicable evening. That sounds quite nice. Let me speak to my friends and see if this would be okay." And he walks into the
Could you
back
bring her
room.
Okay.
Ms., your camera's been frozen for quite a while now.
Oh. Except.
Just a moment. There we go. Okay, yeah. So as you say it to him, and he then smiles at you guys and says that, and he starts walking to the back room. And you hear him just very faintly speaking. And then the sounds of the barking and growling intensifies, and then you hear Leibowitz screaming.
Can she, when he starts walking around, go behind his desk and see if there's any trigger to undo the security?
I was about to sneeze, excuse me. So you want to go behind the desk while this is all happening?
Because if he went into the back room while he's starting to go, because I figured there'd be an opportunity where she can move forward, because I don't know, like, I'm imagining they can't totally see what she's doing, so that's why I was just asking if that was possible.
I mean, you can do that, sure, if you want. Give me a perception investigation, please. Difficulty 9.
In
What?
that, yeah, in that regard,
You're trying to find the thing
button
to deactivate his security systems. It's not going to be super obvious.
Or no, just lift the, what's it called?
Exactly, that's his security systems.
Oh,
You're trying to undo
right.
that. That's going to be a difficulty 9 to find it.
And in going along with those lines, Dorian's going to do his thing, which would be going to the bars to try and lift them.
Okay.
Vance will help. They almost fell on him. He's
I
gonna
just
help.
got the sexiest rolls. It's probably not going to actually do anything. So I got one fail, but I got 2 10s and a 9.
Okay, so you see back there, you see there are 3 different buttons. Each one has a different name associated to it. One of it says police, another one says home, and the third one says help.
She'll click the home one.
Okay. Your camera froze again, my friend. I'm sorry.
Oh my god.
So, all right. So you click on the home one. Nothing happens.
I'm not gonna touch the help one. Nope. Oh.
What do we have to roll?
For this, that's a Dex and. Ooh, what would you have to roll for that? That would have to be.
Athletics?
It'd have to be definitely athletics. But I'm trying to think
maybe
what
not
else.
athletics.
Just give me a.
Strength?
Just give me a strength, but that's gonna
Just
be again
lift it.
difficulty 9.
Strength and athletics.
Any guns back here?
No guns.
Ambrose is going to comment. Isn't that one of the individuals we were supposed to handle? Shouldn't we handle him?
No.
One fail.
Say again.
Everything good?
One fail.
That's it.
0 successes.
I mean, two fails and a success, so one fail.
Okay. Instead of trying to push up, you just like start shaking it. And they don't really budge. They are like, you can tell that these are hydraulically shut. So it's going to take quite an effort to get them back up.
What if we all did it? All at the same time. We're all freaking vampires. We should be able to do it if we all do it.
Just gave it my best
Sure,
shot.
so
I don't know.
within all the time that this is all happening, the scream of Leibwitz's have stopped. And the lights within the store go out.
And his eyes go
It's
out.
gonna do them all.
All the lights just go out.
That's really bad.
And you hear the voice inside going, come out, wherever you are. And he starts whistling like a cat calling almost. You don't want us to come out there, do ya?
Kind of.
You say,
I'd
do
say
you
we
say
go in there
that?
and
Dorian, do you
handle
say
him.
that?
Very softly to myself, yes.
Oh, to yourself, okay.
Heightened senses. He hears it. No, I'm kidding.
Perhaps we ought to finish the job.
I hate everybody right now.
And then it goes, you won't come out, we'll send them in instead. And you hear the unlatching of the collar of the 2 dogs as they come barreling out of the room.
Morgana's gonna hide in the desk.
You are okay. All right. So, Morgana, the first one's going
She's
to come
hiding.
attacking at you because
Oh fuck.
as the door to the other room is just right behind the desk because that's exactly where.
Motherfucker, you didn't clarify that. I didn't know that, else I wouldn't have had her.
Well, like I said before, I did say before, the door behind Leibowitz opens up to his office.
I'm
did.
dumb. Okay. Well, then she's just gonna
So
hop
hold
on the desk.
Hold on 1 second. I need to make sure
Okay.
that I'm doing proper things. Okay. The first one is going to come at you.
Hmm.
Ooh. Okay.
GD
no.
knife.
All right. So that one got through with 3 levels of bashing damage. You can soak this by rolling your stamina. Difficulty 7.
My lucky dice, come on.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
4 successes.
Would my special power be able to work on an animal?
You can work on anyone and anything that has.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got
But
it.
you need
Got
to
it.
physically touch them.
How much
Right.
bashing damage?
It was 3 bashing damage.
Oh, and then 2 successes, that would take out 2 of them, right?
Correct. So you got 1 bashing damage. That was from the
Okay.
first one.
Okay. And there's 2. It's fine. We're good.
Oh shit. Okay, let's not do
Oh, I don't like that.
Okay, and the other one comes over and just like chomps on your arm. That's 4 damage lethal. So once again, you can soak this.
Yeah, I think I will. How can I soak like most damage, or is that only like a?
So
Once-
vampires
once
can
per
soak bashing damage and some lethal damage, but if it's aggravated damage, you guys cannot unless you have potence, which I believe Dorian has.
I believe I
fortitude.
have
Fortitude.
Fortitude.
Mhm.
Yeah, I have Fortitude as well. I just haven't implemented it yet.
Okay, so
I'm
I'm
trying to
sorry.
find
It is fortitude. Fortitude, you can soak aggravated damage.
Okay, then yeah, she will. I'll do that. So what's that require?
Same thing. All soak is always going to be stamina.
Okay.
Fortitude. However many points you have in fortitude, that's just extra dice you add.
Mhm.
What's the
It's always going to be 7.
Is it the same?
It's always going to be 7 for soaking.
Okay, that's 1 success.
Okay, so you take 3 lethal damage.
So you just hear her like shriek.
So, that being said, everyone needs to please roll wits and alertness for me to see what order you guys go in for attacks.
I don't know how to do health.
I'm sorry, wits
Okay.
and what else?
Wits and alertness.
Alertness, that's right.
I got
We
a
add it,
6
right?
and a 5. 11.
You got a 6 and a 5.
11, so.
Okay.
I don't know. What do I
Totaling,
roll?
So we're
totaling
going
all of
to
them.
go from 20 down. Did anyone get a 20?
I got 23.
You got
Wait,
Hang on.
what do I
23.
roll again? To make sure.
Wits and alertness.
Okay, thank you. I was dealing with damage. I actually don't know if I've done this right, but we'll see.
35.
35.
Um, 25,
Okay.
I believe. Yeah.
Anyone have any white bread they can toss into this soak?
Um,
Okay. Okay, so the 2 hellhounds have gone, and so Dorian, you're up.
I'm gonna, I guess. How far away am I?
You're within
I'm near
5
the door,
feet.
so.
Oh, you're at the door? Okay, so you're about 15
Yeah,
feet
you're
away.
within the gate.
15 to 20 feet away.
I am gonna take aim and fire at this thing with my pistol.
Okay.
So, dexterity and firearms. What's the successes? 7? 6?
I believe it's difficulty 6. Give me just one moment. I have just. So you're shooting with a pistol, you said?
Yep.
Okay. Okay. Yep. So just go ahead and roll.
They done.
So you roll your dex. I'm sorry, your dex and your firearm.
Mhm.
It's gonna be difficulty 6 just to hit him.
Okay. 1 success total.
Okay, so you hit it. And it is. You gotta roll 4 dice pool for damage with a pistol.
Okay. Again, success rate of
6.
6, so 2.
And pistol, if I'm not mistaken, is considered. that. It does. So no, it can.
I honestly should have looked this up before battle. I've always had this pistol and not looked up how it works.
No worries, I gotcha. Okay, it cannot soak, so it takes 3 levels. Okay. Okay, that was Dorian. Now it's Morgana's turn. You have one hellhound chomping at you. You see the red eyes glaring back into you. Its fur is matted in places. Its teeth are yellow and bloodied. Its gums are blackened over.
Just gonna be like, bad doggy, and stab him right in the face.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a knife. A knife!
No!
Kniffy?
That's gonna be a dex melee.
Okay. Ooh, spicy. Okay, hold on. Where is my melee? She's been on the street.
Difficulty 6.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Okay. It's not super good right now.
I'm sorry, we're in the middle of a fight. Hold on.
What? Oh, we need a.
Battle music.
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Okay, so 1. Oh. Okay. 4 successes. One of them is a 10. And that's 4 out of 5.
Okay, alright, so you definitely stab it. Now give me a strength +1.
Okie dokie, artichoke. That's just all of the above?
What?
Is that like all of that? Like, did I just give you the whole number?
How many are over 6?
I got 2 10s and an 8.
Okay, so you had 3 dice?
Oh wait, with a plus. Yeah, that's 3 dice, and then with the +1, so I add another one.
Yep.
That was a 2. Oh.
How many were over 6?
3 of them. Or yeah, 3 of them, and then out of 4.
Okay, so 3
But
plus 1 is
2
4.
of them are 10. So yeah.
2 of them were what?
10s.
Just a moment. That's a bit better. Alright, so you had 3 successes, plus the 1, so it means you had 4 damage. The one that was on you, so that's this. Alright, Vance, you are up. Dorian has just shot one of the hellhounds. Morgana is now stabbing the one that's attached to her arm.
Can I run over to where Morgana is?
Yep, there's enough space for you to maneuver yourself over.
Vance is gonna probably do the same thing Morgana did and stab it, except in like the neck area or in the body.
Okay, so give me a dex melee, difficulty 6.
One success.
You hit it. You successfully hit it.
Woo!
And now give me your strength +1.
So roll 3.
Whatever your strength is, roll your strength, and anything over a 6.
1.
Okay, so 1 plus the 1, so you get 2. So that's the one, the hellhound, and you used it. Okay, this hellhound is looking pretty beat up because it's got stabbed heavily in the face and then stabbed in the side. So as Morgana is shanking it in the face, you're coming to the side and you're trying to get it inside of its rib cage, just like janking it. Okay, and with that, one of the vampires exits the office and comes charging out at Vance. It's going to come with a claw. Okay, that one definitely hits. And now this one. Vance, you take 4 aggravated damage as the claw rakes across your back, slicing your clothing apart, and your skin is now exposed and cut open.
Ow.
Do you have fortitude?
I don't think so.
No? Okay.
No.
Alright, you cannot soak that then. Alright, the second vampire comes out of the back room, and as it comes out, he comes out in a bit of a mist. You see the mist trails behind him, reminiscent of the one that disappeared on you in the alleyway, as you now put two and two together, that this is the same one that dipped at the end of the last battle. And he's now coming over to Ambrose, and he's going to mist itself and then solidify right in front of him, and he's going to strike at him with the nail as well. Oh, okay. You definitely get striked, Ambrose, as he slashes across your face.
The face.
Oh shit!
Not the nose, not the Clinton money.
You take four
My moneymaker.
4 aggravated damage from as it claws, and you can feel its nails rip and scratch against your cheekbone.
Okay. So he's close enough. He's like right in front of me, right?
Yep, he's right in front of you, and it is now your turn.
Good. Okay, great. I'm gonna put Ambrose's hands on his face, but like this, so it's like that, almost like over it. And I want to initiate Viscitude to pull it apart.
Okay. So you. All right. So you activate your vicissitude powers, and you just manipulate the bones within his body, and you just peel it open, and the bones just they don't shatter, they're just moving as you're willing it, exposing everything as you hear the vampire screaming and curdling blood scream as the skin rips away from the now opening up open skull, and his brain is slowly being exposed. But as I said, the bones are not shattering off. It's just being gently moved as if it's like butter, just being pushed to the side. He's going to take... Actually, he's not going to take damage from that, because that's just your power. You're remolding him. So he's not taking damage from it, but he's now severely exposed. He's now severely exposed.
Ow.
Cool.
Right.
Cool.
Yummy.
Now we go back to the top of the order. It is the first Hellhound, the one that had used its claw attack on Morgana. It is now going to attack Vance because it sees that it got something right in front of it to bite. Okay. That one goes through. So this Hellhound leaps over the other one as you're stabbing it, and it jumps into your chest, pushing you back a bit, as it now latches itself onto your shoulder, biting deeply into you. And you take just 1 damage. Okay, next is the second Hellhound, the one that has been rightly screwed up. It takes... Ooh, it has to actually take some dice away because it is really messed up. Okay, it's going to try and bite again at Morgana. It does not. The bite goes wild, so it lets its mouth... It releases your arm. As you're jabbing in the head, it moves out of the way to stop getting stabbed. It lets your arm go, and it goes to bite your face and just misses. You see it like stop right here. and the momentum of its body just makes it go past you just a little bit. It just misses you. Dorian, you're up. As you now see in front of you, there are the two hellhounds that are fighting with Vance and Morgana. And you look to your side and you see Ambrose is just peeling this other vampire's head open. And you have another vampire who's pushed out of the way as Vance got toppled over. So there's one standing to your side and one standing in front of you as well. There's a lot going on. What do you want to do?
This is a new development. Dorian is gonna toss aside his pistol,
okay,
and leap and try and tackle the other vampire that pushed over Vance.
Sure. So that's gonna be a tackle then, right? Is that what you're doing?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna tackle him.
Okay, give me just one moment, please. I need to pull up my cheat sheet for combat.
Give me that brawl.
Okay. Yep, give me Dex Brawl, difficulty 6. Actually, because it's in a very tight space and you're just leaping over it, so it'll be a difficulty 4.
Sure. Uh, 4 successes.
Okay, you successfully tackle into him. You go leaping over the diamond display, and you just rack this guy into the wall. Can you please roll strength for me? Difficulty 4, just so I can see how much this will be bashing damage to him. But he's effectively going to be grappled at this point, so he will not be able to do much.
I said difficulty 4, so 2.
2? Alright, he takes 2 damage bashing.
Okay.
Okay, next is Morgana.
Oh my goodness. I still don't know how damage works. I'm like concerned about my health, but also I think I can
Sure,
Sort of
every-
have 3 health bars.
Every time you take damage, you're supposed to put a different
depending
notation
on
in
the-
there. And based upon how far down you go, it'll have a negative number next to it, and that number means how many dice you take away from every roll that you do.
Oh. Wait, so if I were to get like aggravated damage,
Mhm.
then I would take away that from every roll?
Mm-hmm. So if
Yeah,
you're
so there's like,
let's say
there's
for
7
instance
points.
you are 4 levels down into your damage. At 4 levels down, I believe it's a -2.
Yeah.
That means that you would take 2 dice roll out of everything that you do. No matter if it's aggravated damage, bashing damage, or lethal damage. You will take those 2
Okay.
dice out of everything.
It's obnoxious. Okay.
Right.
Well, I mean, listen, that dog that was on top of you, he took a lot of damage, so he had
I
only
know.
1 die to work with. That's it.
The most
Sorry. Is
the
he
most
dead now?
complicated part of the health bars is that you could take like 4 points of bashing damage, and then if you took another 2 points of aggravated damage, you would go back to the top of the list where bruised and hurt and put like essentially a second mark there. So you sort of have like 3 health bars, kind of.
Yeah.
And that's really the only like major. That's the most complicated part.
Right,
of
and
the
bashing damage to go on top of that. We'll go over this later on. Right now, let's try and get this battle underway, and then we can touch on it during our wrap up.
Yeah. I just want to make sure because I don't know. But yeah. Okay, so is the dog dead or is it still there?
I still remember it just missed you. It's
Right.
there. It just missed you on its last
Okay.
attack, so it's right in front of you, quite literally in your face.
Oh, like literally? Because I wanted her to like squeak and then stab
Okay,
upwards,
sure.
like into the mouth,
Yep.
to maybe try and like go through and keep it shut.
Yep, give me
So
a
yeah,
dex
she's
melee.
gonna. Okie dokie. And then I take 2 dice, I think, away. And what was the success for that?
6.
Oh, okay. 2 successes.
Okay, you definitely just punk as it's like. Arr! Now roll your strength plus 1, minus
Okay.
whatever is on your damage chart.
Okay. 1 second. And that's a 6 to the success rate? Okay, that's 2 successes.
Okay.
Out of 4.
You shove your knife in, and how do you want to do this?
Oh my gosh. I just go. Okay, cool. She's just gonna squeak, stab, and then like move forward to kind of push it, because I'm imagining it's on its like hind legs at this point. Like shove it and like use its own weight to toss it off the blade. And she's just like, oh, I hate dogs. That's it.
Vance, you're up. You have a hellhound on your chest, and it is biting on your shoulder.
I'm trying to imagine. He's gonna try to stab it in the ribs.
Okay, give me a dex brawl.
Or in the chest.
I'm sorry, dex melee, excuse me. I don't know why I said brawl.
Be right back.
Still 6?
Yep.
I got 1 success.
You hit it. You just got it right on the side because it's on top of you. Your one side is got its mouth on you, and it's like and punk right on the side. So now you just roll your strength plus 1, minus whatever your damage is.
I didn't get any successes.
Well, what did you get? Because you have to make.
I rolled a 3 and a 5.
Okay, so we'll take the 1 because you have to do damage. You just have to. You successfully hit it, so you have to give some sort of damage. So, okay, make the 1. Okay. Now we're up to the first vampire, the one that is tackled with you, Dorian. It is going to reach around you and just dig its claws into your back. Let's see if it can do that, because it is now prone.
Oh. Good.
No. He botched. So, he's going to reach behind you and try to grab, and he grabs himself almost and breaks off a few nails on his own skin. As you hear it screaming in pain as it tries to grab you from behind. So that's its turn. And now we go to the second vampire, who now has his head split open, and it is now seeing the world in a completely different view. And it screams as it's trying to figure out where you are, Ambrose, because it now has a completely different depth of vision. I dropped my dice.
Very good.
Thank you, Dorian, for the knife, by the way.
Like I had a choice.
Right.
Technically, you did.
And this one's gonna try and just like start randomly punching the air, trying to find you. Not even scratching, just trying to punch you in the.
Now you said that his brain is
Yep, his brain's exposed.
exposed.
Yep.
Mm,
Yep.
mm,
So
okay.
he's gonna start swinging, and he connected with you. So he punches you, and let's see, that's a bashing strength plus 1. No, that's pure strength. It's 1 damage of bashing. It's like pink.
Okay.
Okay, that's that, and now it's your turn.
You ruined my money shot. And so he's gonna grab his hand and plunge it into the guy's skull where his brain is and try to rip it out.
Okay.
The brain, the whole thing.
All right. Give me a dex melee, please.
Melee.
Melee or brawl?
It's gonna be melee because he's trying to like use his
Yeah,
fingers.
but he's not using a weapon. He's just using his hands.
But he's clawing it, so it's still technically melee.
Okay, Dex melee. Okay, cool.
If
Let me.
it's
Well,
brawl,
then I have to change all of my skills then, because most of my points are in brawl. Most of the time I'm doing fist fighting.
right? So brawling is for fist fighting, but Ambrose is using a claw attack to pull out. We'll discuss it afterwards.
Okay. Okay. I have one fail, 2.
Hold on, I think that I froze for a second. Can you please say it again?
2 10s, a 3, and a 1.
All right, so you hit. You had
10,
one success,
23,
so you
23.
had one success, so you hit. So now just roll strength
Okay.
and
Strength. 2, okay.
we'll give you a strength +2 because
One
it's
second.
just there.
Okay. 9, 10, 11. 9, a 4, 9, 10, 11, 13, 14, 15. So that's 15 altogether.
Okay.
A 9, a 4.
Yep. So you effectively just you've killed this guy. So how do you want to do it?
Oh, he's gonna take the whole brain out, pull it, and just like squeeze it in his hand. You took my face, now I took yours. He kicks him over. And he's gonna pocket the brain.
Ambrose going for the head.
You ruined his money shot.
Ambrose always goes for head. The head.
Ah,
What he's trying to say is he really likes Hellhound #1. Okay, so the one that is on Vance is going to try and strike you in the face with a paw as it's still trying to bite, but it's going to try and paw now. So, nope, that one misses. So I let go of the bite, but now it's trying to paw you, and the paw goes wide, and you just duck under it as it misses. Next is Dorian. You have the one on top of you. No, you're on top of it. Excuse me.
Right. Carpe le jugulum.
Okay. So are you biting it, or are you?
He's gonna go right in for the neck, and he's going in for the bite.
Okay.
He's just trying to still hold him down.
Sorry. Where is it?
Music is lit. I'm listening to my own music, actually. I can't hear what's going on in the stream.
Right. For some reason, this is not pulling up for me. I have the interwebs right here. 1 second.
Interwebs will tell us everything.
Snap, I don't want that. Blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. Holy shit, what's going on?
So did y'all figure out where Ambrose belongs now?
I literally DM'd you earlier, and I was like,
Okay, it's Dex Brawl.
"Is this a thing?" And now that just answered
forever.
that question.
Bro.
For all of you watching, if you guys have figured out his clan, type it into the description, the comments.
Oh wow, that's
Like,
odd.
but also like,
What was this? What was the success needed?
6.
6. Great. Well, I have 2 10s and 3 1s.
You botched. Okay. So, you go to
I
bite.
did it. Just like I did the bars. So far, guys.
All right, so
Dice really hating some of us.
yeah. So you go to bite him, and you completely misjudge the 3 inches that are between you and his neck. And instead of leaning forward, you just bite right where you are. But you bite so hard that like you can feel your own teeth kind of like shattering a bit. You hear a crack in your teeth as you bite down tremendously hard in the air. Next is Morgana.
Morgana's gonna look at him and be like, "What the fuck was that?" So wait, does he have someone in his?
He's on
grasp?
top of somebody. He's grappling someone on the moment.
Okay, I'm just gonna go over and just stab the guy.
Okay, Dex melee please.
Okay.
The dogs are dead, right?
No,
One of them is.
There's one.
I'm being eaten.
Oh fuck! Really?
Yeah.
Don't worry, Vance. Don't worry.
Well, I got. Wait. So it was Dex and what else?
Melee.
Just Dex. Dex and
Dex
melee.
and melee.
Okay. That's My God, this is so steep. What the hell? Yeah. Okay. Because I have a negative. I got 2 successes and one of them's a 10. And
Okay,
the other's
so
a 9.
you definitely hit it. So now you gotta roll your strength plus 1. Remember,
This
you're
is the
taking.
sex
Remember, you're
dice
taking
pool.
away dice for your damage pool.
Yeah. I've already done that. Yeah. So that'd just be a. Okay. That's 2 successes.
Right, for your strength, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. How do you want to kill this one? You're killing the
She
dog.
literally-
You're
she's like,
going
"What
for the
the
dog,
fuck is
right?
that?" And I'm
You're going for the dog, or are you going for the human, the vampire? I'm
Oh
sorry.
no, I was going for the person, but I could go for the dog actually. I feel like I probably should go for the dog. I'm sure Dorian's got that.
Yeah. Okay. So, how do you want to kill
So-
this hellhound?
I like your faith. Thank you for your trust.
No,
Uh-oh.
gotta have faith. Yeah. She just is it like on top of Vance?
Yes.
She'll just run over, kind of slam into it. Uh-oh, what?
I'm here.
Right. So you just.
You made it.
Right. So you make your downward strike, and then you
Yeah.
just go into the back of the skull, and like
Mhm,
the
she just
hellhound
stabs.
just like, and like starts shuddering, as the nerve endings just all fire off at once.
And she'll like kind of shove it off and help Vance up.
Okay. All right. Next up
Blood
is this vampire. This vampire is going to take his action to disengage, so he's going to use a full strength.
Oof.
I think you
And
skipped
he
over
doesn't
me.
have any damage yet, so he doesn't have anything negative.
Did you discover where Vance are now?
So,
Vance
yeah,
isn't gone.
so
Or is
Dorian,
Vance
you
going?
skipped over.
this.
Was Vance go before or after?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, Vance. Excuse me. So Vance, the hellhound has just
Okay.
been broken on
happened to
top
you?
of you.
Didn't
Can I help?
Yeah. Vance is gonna scoot over to where Dorian is.
Scoot.
They're like right next to each other, kind of.
Just on the ground in the middle of combat.
And try to stab the guy under Dorian.
Okay, Dex melee, please. Difficulty 6.
Three successes.
All right, you
I
hit
didn't
him.
stab Dorian.
You hit him. Give me your strength, please.
I rolled a 10. One success.
One success. Okay. That one takes 1. All right. It's now its turn. I'm keeping that roll. Dorian, you feel the vampire underneath you shift all of its appendages. You feel it takes its arms from your back and puts it underneath, and then you feel its leg pushing, and then it does the judo kick and flips you over him as he stands up and is now face to face with Vance. And that's all it can do, because that's... Next is Ambrose. Ambrose, you just see Dorian go flipping past you. You're muted.
So we have one last vampire that's on Vance, right? Like just right behind him?
He's in front of Vance.
In front of him.
In front of him. So would Ambrose be in his line of sight or behind his line of sight?
Behind.
Behind his line of sight. Cool, cool. Okay, Ambrose is gonna come over and try to put his hands over. Is he taller? Is Ambrose tall? Of course he's probably taller. But
Ambrose
is he
is 7
just off
feet tall.
chance?
He's going to be taller than the majority of people. So what are you doing?
Okay, you just went slow-mo there. Okay, cool.
That was so much fun to listen to.
Okay, so Ambrose is gonna come behind this guy. Ambrose is gonna try to come behind this guy and put his hands over, like right on the top of his jaw like this, and try to pull back. You know, like a human Pez machine? You ever see a Pez?
Mm-hmm.
Where the Pez just kind of flips back and gives you a... Gives you a little treat. Try to do that.
I think we broke Ambrose, guys.
Are you using
I'm in love.
Vicentude again, or...
Yes.
Alright, so that's another blood point spent. As you reach over and you just reshape his bone structure so that his jaw is at a 90-degree, so he's looking up while the rest of his body is just there. His fangs are coming out. You can see his whole tongue and straight down his esophagus. The skin around is just stretching. It's not ripped open. It was just stretching to the point where like it's just gnarly looking. That's all I can say at this
That's
point.
mildly horrifying.
He's a human Pez machine.
Pez machine. All right, Dorian, you're up. You just got launched about 3 feet back, and you now see this Pez dispenser vampire standing in front of Vance and in between Vance and Ambrose.
Dorian EXE has stopped working.
Imagining it like, did Dorian happen to land his gun?
I thought you just put your gun in your holster, or did you throw it?
No, I tossed it to the side and tackled the guy.
Let's see what the
recall.
fate dice has to say. Yeah, it's right there by your side.
Sure. As he gets up, he scoops up the gun and fires it at the vampire.
Okay. Give me Dex firearms, but this can be a difficulty 8 because you've got 2 of your comrades, one in front and one behind.
It's fine.
Last I recall, it was not a vampire. It was a Tez dispenser.
Oh right, the Pez.
Tez.
The Pez Pyre.
I have a friend with the username Tez dispenser.
The Vampez, the Pez Pyre.
Fine.
Whatever. Oh! 2, 3, 4 successes. That was a lot of 8s and 9s.
Nice.
All right then.
All right, now your damage for that.
You gave me a spook.
Just the 4 dice, right?
Mm-hmm.
Successes of.
I think it's just 4.
Well, 0 successes.
All right. Well, you got to make. All right. So we're just gonna give you one damage.
All right.
Okay. Next is Morgana.
Okay, is that the last? Are they dealing with the last vampire,
Mm-hmm.
or is there in
That's the last one
There's nothing in the back.
that you're aware of.
She's just gonna go up and just yank.
Okay.
That's all I can think.
Okay. Next melee.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, I got a 10 and a 1.
Okay, so you failed. So you swing and you just miss him. All right, Vance, you're up. This
I'm gonna shove my
vampire
knife down
Pez
its throat.
dispenser's in front of you.
I'm gonna try to shove my knife down its throat.
Okay. Next melee. If you're trying to go down its throat, since it's wide open, we're just gonna give that a difficulty 4.
2 successes.
Okay, let's see that damage.
Don't be shy. Go to the elbow.
The dice really hate us on damage tonight.
Yeah.
What'd you do?
No successes.
Alright, so 1. Cool. Next is the vampire. Okay.
We're hitting him. We're
You're
hitting him.
You're hitting him. He's got 3 hits. Alright.
It's called War of Attrition.
It's going to use one of its powers. It's going to spend a blood.
Counterspell.
Okay.
Wait.
It then puts its hand behind its broken up head and pushes it forward so that it's now back to its normal sized head. And then the head turns complete 180 and just stares down Ambrose. Now, oh no! It's going to attack.
I don't like any of
Right.
it.
4
Disgusting.
definitely it hits. So now we gotta do that plus that. 2 damage.
So this guy is like me.
2 damage.
How you guys feeling?
So what's it doing to me?
It's going to jam its fingers into your chest. Just it's gonna go. Poof. It's not even a bother like trying to strike or anything. It's just stabbing you with its fingers.
Yum.
Okay, Ambrose, it's now your turn.
Okay, cool. Well, his hands are in the chest, but his hands could still move, so he's going to wrap his hands around the vampire's neck and use Viscitude to just pull and pull and pull up
Ew.
as far as he possibly can, if he can.
So, as you do that, you notice that nothing happens this time. So you spent that blood point, but nothing happened this time.
Oh God.
So as you're
Nasty.
reaching out and you're grabbing its neck, you're pulling and whatnot. It's just smiling at you, and like you can see that as it smiles, its fangs just elongate a bit more, and you just feel its fingers that are inside of you kind of like twitch a bit, like digging a little bit deeper.
Oh, my tooth fell out.
You're so intense.
Dorian, you're
on
up.
yourself, I see. This is nasty.
Oh, that's
I don't like any of this.
Help, Dorian.
That- Oh, okay, we're gonna do this again. You see, well, I'm a football player. See, I'm gonna get in there with the arms. I'm just gonna punch him. Just run in there.
Okay, so
Just
you're in a tight
haymaker.
space. You're in the small space between the desk and the wall, and you've got Ambrose attached to this vampire now. So you're gonna come around and just deck him.
It's all right. Come around and hit how I can hit him.
Okay.
Hit him with that decking.
Okay. Next ball.
Ambrose is not doing well with his insides, man.
Or with other people's insides, for that matter.
God damn it.
Okay, you can just resuscitate yourself if your organs start to come out. You can just put them back in.
I was gonna
Could.
joke, but it's very not safe work.
What's the success?
Difficulty 6.
I'm sorry, what was the success? 6? One success.
You hit him.
So
Uno, dos, tres, cuatro.
Damage.
And then 6 success for this as well. 2.
Okay, and that's bashing. Okay, Morgana. You see Dorian just came up and decked this vampire who is fist deep into Ambrose's chest.
Yes.
He's in my guts.
where are they in placement? Because I kind of imagine
It's
she's like
very
kind
tight
of
right there right
lower
now. It
ways.
is very tight in that
Yeah.
space right now.
Well, like hypothetically, if Morgana was to jump onto the desk and then jump onto the person, the vampire, would it be possible?
Yeah, it'd be possible. That would be possible, yep.
Go for the feet, man.
There's too many
Okay.
things in the way of the feet.
Then yeah, she'll do that, and she'll just try and
Okay.
What?
Robin said go for the feet. There's 3 sets of legs. There's too many people. There if you someone went for the feet, you can knock the other 2 out.
Go for his toes.
No, I'm just gonna try and jump on
We're
the dude
basically
and
surrounding him.
Stab.
Get him.
So
Alright, so you get up
Dex
onto,
not
you
letting
get up
him
onto the
escape.
table and you're going to Dex melee.
okay. And that's a 6 success.
Mhm. 6
Cool.
successes.
Oh,
Oh, 2. Okay, so you hit. You
Okay.
connect.
okay. Well, hold on 1 second. 1 second. I just realized I was not using. That's 3 successes.
Okay, you definitely hit him.
Okay, cool. And then I need to do damage. And that's strength, right?
+1.
Okay.
Minus whatever your damage is.
Okay. Oops. Sorry. 2 successes.
Okay.
Whatever.
Alright, it's looking pretty
Okay.
hurt. Vance, you're up.
Vance is gonna try to cut off one of his hands.
Okay, that's a cold shot, so it's gonna be a little more difficult. It's gonna be difficulty 8.
Do it. Do it.
2 successes.
Hey, you connect. Give me some damage.
So proud of you. There's so much blood happening right now. I'm just so excited.
1 success.
Okay, he's pretty messed up. Alright, it is now the vampire's turn. In a last-ditch effort, it starts roaring. Wait, am I frozen again? Am I frozen?
You're lagging very.
Yeah, I've got a storm going over me right now.
You're
You
flat
were.
now.
You were.
Yeah, alright. So this thing starts
No, you're good.
roaring at you guys. And it spends 1 more blood point as it rips open its shirt, and you see a huge mouth just form on its chest, and these fangs start coming out, not down this way, but outwards towards you. And Ambrose, this giant mouth takes up its entire chest and stomach, and it comes and hugs you and tries to bite you with its entire stomach.
It's the imposter.
I knew he was sus.
Think of if you ever seen Vampire Hunter D when he's up against that werewolf. Yeah, he hits.
Oh,
he hits.
so
he
long.
hits good. Okay.
He wasn't a vampire after all. He was a mimic, see?
You take 3 more damage. You take 3 more.
I take 3 more damage.
Yep.
Would that be moon? Okay. Mauled?
Mashing, aggravated, or lethal?
That would definitely be aggravated damage because bites are aggravated for vampire. So if you're down to mauled, yeah, you're pretty fucked up. But guess what? It's your turn.
Great, fantastic. Okay. Oh my god. I'm gonna try. I don't know if I should try that again. I'm gonna try to really rip this and try. No. I'm down so many points. Okay. I'm gonna try to tear his head off by just sinking my fingers into him and trying to just rip his neck apart.
Are you doing that just like pure strength, or are you doing it with your power? Because remember, with your power, you just realize that he now knows what you can do, and he negated it.
He knows that I'm gonna do it with my strength. Yeah, he can do the. Okay, so it's just strength.
Give me a strength brawl.
Okay.
Difficulty 6. But remember, you gotta take an effect. You gotta take an effect your damage. So whatever is next to mauled, you gotta take that many dice out of your pool.
Or each one. Yeah. Okay. So total 19.
No. You're rolling Dex Brawl to make the attack. You have to do the attack before you can do damage.
Okay.
Right.
Overall 19.
No.
So, how many points? How many dots do you have in Dex Brawl?
Dexterity 3, Brawl 2. Oh, so I'd do one more.
Right.
So you'd roll those dice.
So
I got it. So you'd roll those dice, and you would negate how many dice from the damage pool.
Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Total of 34.
No, so you're not adding these up. You're not adding them. You're not adding all the numbers.
So I got a 6, a 6. Right, I got a 6, 6, 10, 4, and a 5.
Right. So let's start from the beginning. So how many dice do you have for Dex? You have 3 for Dex?
3.
How many do you have for Brawl?
Right. For Brawl, 2.
Okay. What's the number next to Mauled?
Mauled is -2.
So you take those 2 away. So you only have 3 dice to roll. So you roll those dice at difficulty 6 to make the attack.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. 10, 6, 5.
Okay, so you got 2 successes. So you successfully grabbed onto him. Now we just do the strength. What's your strength? How many dots do you have in strength?
2.
2. Okay, but because you're at mauled, it's a -2, so you don't have any strength. So you're just
Yep.
digging
I'm gonna
your
die.
claws in. Okay. So you're successfully
Alright.
trying to strangle him now. So you're just grabbing onto him, but not much is happening. However, it is Dorian's turn. He can save you.
Oh god.
Help.
How do I save Ambrose? Help. You know what? I still have that pistol in my other hand. So,
Hugging Ambrose. He's hugging Ambrose.
With his mouth. Stomach,
Yeah,
back mouth.
Stomach
Dorian's-
mouth.
Dorian's
Back
close
mouth.
enough to just press the gun to him.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. Is I'm gonna try one of the standard, pressing the gun up to his body and firing.
Okay.
Let's do it. Why not? 1, 2, 3, 4. What's the success
6.
difficulty?
Well, if you're just putting it right up against him because you are that close, so it's going to be a difficulty 2 because you're so close.
That's all successes. 1, 2, 3,
Alright.
4, 5, 6.
And now you
Bless
roll.
you.
Now you roll your 4 dice for damage.
1, 2, 4. Yes. Success DC.
6.
Oh, hey, look at that. 6, 7, 8, and 0. So 4 successes.
Okay. Where are you putting the gun up against exactly?
Right up against his head that I've been aiming at this whole time.
Okay. How do you want to do this?
The standard. You know, how does it look? I gave him a good haymaker, and then I saw this stomach come out and almost devour my friend. So with my other hand, just up against the temple,
Oh, we're friends.
and without a word, the blood splatters everywhere.
Right.
All of them are gone.
Ambrose, you are not just let go of the mouth just disappears from the vampire as its head is just exploded out of the other side and it crumples to the floor. You guys have successfully defeated the vampire and the 2 hellhounds that were part of this diamond organization. And we're gonna end our scene right there tonight.
Dorian, thank you.
We got hurt so bad.
Great. Okay. First of all,
Dorian,
just wanna
stop
say-
by your friend.
I found out. I found out the clan that Ambrose is a part of because I looked up masochistic vampire clan.
Thanks.
And 2 options came up, and I'm just like, yeah, this seems like one that Robin would choose.
It was actually Dylan that helped me do that, so joint effort.
I love it.
Yes.
It's good. You know,
I
who
love
am.
it.
Guys,
That was so good.
Ambrose got his guts rearranged tonight. Thank you.
Literally.
Was it as good for you?
Oh my god.
It's progressively getting more and more horrifying each
Yep.
session.
Sorry, I warned you all.
Scary.
So everyone, thank you so
Sorry,
very
thank
much for joining us tonight. I hope you enjoyed yourself as much as I enjoyed whatever happened.
Whatever
please,
the hell this
please
was.
stay around. We're going to be raiding Rep RPG. They're playing Vampire the Masquerade. But let's see if we can give them a little hello. So thank you so much for joining us. It's been a pleasure, and I hope to see you again. Please check out our Discord. It's in our bio link. And also check out our YouTube. We're slowly putting the videos on, but they will all be there, and you can enjoy all the episodes up to now. So here we go. And let's see if this works.
Boots and pants and boots and pants and boots and pants and boots.
I've seen boots and cats
There we
everywhere.
go. There we go.